Such a gent.
Today was the first time since 1992 that a British Prime Minister has chaired a session at the UN Security Council. And Boris Johnson took the opportunity to warn that climate change is threatening global security. Tackling the issue, he said, is of paramount importance.
It is the latest in a series of rallying calls on the environment, this one very much on a global stage. Mr. Johnson said some would argue, and these are his words, that all this green stuff from a bunch of tree-hugging tofu munchers is not a suitable subject for a high-profile UN meeting. I couldn't disagree more, he added.
My message to you all today is now the UN Security Council has got to act too, because climate change is a geopolitical issue every bit as much as it is an environmental one.
But what could the security impact that Mr. Johnson is referring to look like? Let's bring in Erin Sikorsky. She's the Deputy Director of the Centre for Climate and Security. I was just thinking as I was watching Boris Johnson there, has there ever been a discussion about climate change within the confines of the Security Council?
Thanks. Yes, I'm happy to be here. There have been conversations in the past at the Security Council. Last summer, there were some. But this time is the first time that it's been held at such a high level with such high level representation.
So when you stand back from it and you say, well, OK, so there are real challenges for some countries in the world right now, never mind how this develops in the years to come. Which parts of the world would we be looking at as a security risk because of climate change?
Sure. Well, unfortunately, there are a lot of places to choose from, but one place you could direct your attention is South Asia, actually, where you have rising temperatures leading to lost work days and economic distress. You have changing water patterns in major rivers. You have sea level rise inundating coastal areas. And so in countries like Bangladesh, but also in India and Pakistan, you have real political stability challenges that are exacerbated by climate change. And as Prime Minister Johnson said, you also have geopolitical challenges, relationships between countries that are put under further stress because of climate risk. And here I'm thinking of, say, India and China or India and Pakistan in the region.
Erin, we were just showing a map, actually, of areas where there are climate security issues, and there was one that you spoke about, but there's also East Africa between Sudan and Kenya. What does it look like there? Why is the climate crisis putting pressure on security in East Africa?
Sure. So in East Africa, you have...
And...
Have we lost her sound?
We seem to have lost Erin. That's a shame. We've lost Erin's sound. We will see if we can get Erin's sound back. We do seem to have lost Erin Sikorsky's sound there. But it is interesting, this issue of security and climate change. And often, of course, Christian, it's about resources and pressures about resources and whether people are fighting over too few resources. I think we've got Erin back. Erin, talk to us again about East Africa, if you're back with us.
Sure. In East Africa, you've got the extremist challenge of al-Shabaab and other groups, right? And when locals have economic pressure from drought and other things related to climate change, it changes the opportunity cost of joining groups like al-Shabaab. It also gives openings to these extremist groups to put pressure on governments who can't respond to their populations as they face these climate change challenges. So in East Africa, that's what you're looking at there.
Erin, we're out of time, but we've got COP26 coming up later in the year. We're going to come back to this subject lots, so do come back and talk to us more about the challenges that we're going to be facing. Good to have you on the programme. Thank you.
Great. Good to be with you today. Thank you.